Welcome back. You're able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's start. This is the first chapter of accounting.
Theoretical framework.
Theoretical framework. Very good. Next.
Accounting process.
Very good. Accounting process. In accounting process, what all we learn?
That trial balance. So final.
Directly trial balance.
Oh, ledger journal.
Okay. Next. Which is the next chapter?
BRS.
Inventory.
आपके पास नहीं रहेगा इसका ना कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है अगर कार्डबोर्ड नहीं है तो
I think one good student has some background noise. Please turn off your mic. Okay, so next is we have inventories, and after that we have next chapter, that is
Concept and accounting of
Concept.
depreciation.
and accounting of depreciation. The next is accounting for special transaction. This is a very big chapter which is made up of totally 5 chapters. Out of that, 3 are big and 2 are small. One is bills of exchange and promissory note, then sale of goods on approval basis or return basis. Then next is consignment accounts, then due date, and then account current. So totally 5 chapters. Out of this, last 2 are the second, 4th, and 5th are small chapters, whereas 1 and 3 are bit lengthy chapters. Then these are the chapters which are part of your module 1, and in the module 2 you have chapter 7, that is preparation of the final account of sole proprietor. Then next is partnership accounts. In that you have introduction, treatment of goodwill, admission, retirement, death. Okay, remember here you don't have dissolution of partnership firm. The next is financial statements of non-profit organization. This chapter is also a very good chapter. The next is company accounts, and the next is introduction to company. In that introduction to company accounts is there. Then issue and forfeiture of shares. Then issue of debentures. You have learned this in your PUC second year. So that is the last chapter also. So what we can say is, in the module 2, we have mainly final accounts of sole proprietor, and then we have partnership accounts and company accounts. And the first module is all about concepts and accounting for special transactions. So first, in the next 1 week, we will try to finish maybe we may finish or we may not finish the first chapter, that is theoretical framework. Okay, so when we discuss theoretical framework, first let me tell you, anyone who know like anything you like to speak in for the history of accounts, how accountancy emerged. You remember anything? Anyone? No idea. कोई तो कुछ तो बोलो यार.
No idea, sir. But
एटलीस्ट एक आदमी का तो नाम मालूम होना चाहिए आपको.
Lucas Pacioli.
Guess ಯಾಕಸ್ತೀವೋ ಲೂಕಾ ಪೆಸೋಲಿ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಹೆಸರು.
Luca Pacioli.
ಮತ್ತ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫಾದರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡು, ಬಾ ಮಂದಿ ಲೂಕಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರ.
Yes, sir.
ಜೊತೆ ಮಲ್ಕೋ ಮುಂದಾಗ ಏನಾರ ಕುಡಿ ಮಲ್ಕೋತೇನ? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಕಟ್ಟಿ. ಹಾ
ಏನಲ್ರಿ ಸರ್, ನೀರ್ ಕುಡಿತೀನಿ.
ನೀರು ಹಿಂಗ 3/4 ಇರ್ತದ, ಅದು 1/4 ಏನೋ ಹಿಂಗ ಇರ್ತದ.
ಇಲ್ರಿ ಸರ್, ಬರೀ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ವಾಟರ್.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಹಾ, ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ಬರ್ರಿ. Now let's start. Now every individual performs some kind of economic activity. A salaried person gets salary and spends to buy provisions and clothing for children. For children's education, construction of house. A sports club formed by a group of individuals. A business run by individual or a group of individuals. A local authority like Calcutta Municipal Corporation, Delhi Government Authority, governments either central or state, all are carrying some kind of economic activities. Not necessarily all economic activities are run for any individual benefit. Such economic activities may create social benefit also. We call them as NPO, non-profit organization. At large, anyway, such economic activities are performed through transaction and events. Transaction is used to mean a business performance of an act, an agreement, while an event is used to mean a happening as a consequence of transaction or result. He has simplified many things into a simple in a simple sentence. That is, a transaction means performance of an act and agreement, while event is used to mean a happening, a consequence of a transaction. So now what we need to remember here is, now what he has defined, that is transaction, is in a legal consequence, in a legal conditions, okay, but not in accounting condition. You know that in accounting conditions, transaction means exchange of money or money's worth between two entities. Okay, so now what is event? Event is the result of transactions. Can somebody give me example for transaction and event?
Purchase of any goods.
But you need to clearly explain what is transaction and what is event here.
Transaction means involving the exchange of money.
No. What I'm telling you is your explanation, you should clearly tell what is transaction and what is event. Background noise, please. कोई तो बच्चा रो रहा है पीछे. शुभम
ಸರ್
हाँ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ನಡೀತದ.
Sir, exchange of monies and money or money's worth is known as transaction, and the result of those transactions are called as event.
If you are defining what I'm telling you is, you need to give an example which clearly shows what is transaction and what is event.
Sir, while purchasing a good, sir.
What?
Sir, while purchasing a good, making payment is transaction.
Okay, then.
And goods delivered to our home is event.
No. Okay, I will tell you what exactly it is. Now assume that
Yes,
you purchase a pen for 10 rupees. Okay.
yes, sir.
And you sell the same pen for 15 rupees.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now when you purchased, you exchanged pen for money.
Yes, sir.
And when you sold, you exchanged pen for money. Exactly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Money for
Done.
pen.
You have exchanged, very good. You have exchanged money for pen. पर सिंपल सोचिए, आपने पहले केस में क्या कर दिया है, वेल व्हाइल परचेजिंग आपने एक पेन के लिए आपने पैसे दे दिए एंड नेक्स्ट इसमें आपने पैसे के लिए पेन को दे दिया. सिंपल में मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, राइट? What is pen here? Pen is money's worth. It is not money, it is money's worth. Okay. In both the cases, you are exchanging money for money's worth. That means both are transactions. Okay. And now, due to this two transaction, what happened in the business? You bought 10 rupees pen, you sold it for 15. What is the result?
Profit.
How much is the profit?
5.
That becomes an event.
Yes,
Hope now you are clear with it. What is event and what is transaction?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And one more thing I will tell you. Depreciation is an event, and even bad debts is also an event.
Yes, sir.
If any of you has anything in mind which says that no, they are not event, I can clarify. आपको किसी को भी ये कहना है कि नहीं sir, they are not event, or you want to say sir, we have confusion why they are event, right? You can ask, I will explain, but be clear that depreciation is an event as well as even bad debt is also an event.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone want to have clarification over this?
No, sir.
Okay, not required. Then next is definitions of accounting. You have already learned all these things, so I cover it quickly. Okay. As per the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, that is AICPA, accounting is an art of recording, classifying, summarizing the transactions and events which are in part at least of financial character in a significant manner and in terms of money and interpreting the results thereof. Simply they are telling that all the financial transactions are recorded and classified and summarized. Okay, simple में आपको समझना है तो, because that ultimately that is part at least of financial character in a significant manner, that means that they are referring to transactions. Okay, next is Accounting also involves analyzing, even though the definition does not highlight. Accounting also involves analyzing and interpreting the financial transactions and communicating the end results to the end users or interested parties of such information. You remember I have given you a full definition of accounting or meaning of accounting. Do you remember it involved all the aspects? Anyone who remembers that definition? हम फर्स्ट ईयर में बहुत बार इसको बाय हार्ट करने की कोशिश करते थे. Accounting is process of, anyone who remembers? Okay, accounting is a process of identifying, measuring, recording, classifying, summarizing the business transactions, analyzing and interpreting the results thereof, and communicating the end results to the communicating the results to the end users for decision making. Do you remember the definition?
Yes, sir.
If you see, it involves each and every aspect. It involves identification, measurement, recording, classifying, then summarizing, analyzing, interpreting, and communicating. Okay, next. Accounting is considered as information system, as the function of accounting is to provide quantitative information, primarily financial in nature, about the business organization. So that's why you come across a limitation of accounting, that it does not consider into qualitative जो चीजें होते हैं वो consider नहीं करता है, because its prime objective is to provide quantitative information. Next, transaction versus events, that is financial versus not financial भी एक है, right? वो भी discuss करेंगे. Transaction and events in a business. Now, business activities, right? Transaction, that is performance of a business activity. Then event is the result of transactions, right? Then next is business activities consist of both transaction as well as event, and both will be recorded in the books of accounts. Next,
Yes.
In transaction, human effort is involved. You need to remember. Okay, transaction में पक्का क्या involve होता है? Human effort compulsory होना ही है, right? But whereas in the event there is no human effort. For example, when I said when pen was exchanged for money and when money was exchanged for pen, दोनों में efforts थे, right? But वो 5 रुपीज जो प्रॉफिट बना ना, वो दोनों के रिजल्ट से बना था. ऐसा नहीं कहेगा कि कोई कि मैंने 5 रुपए प्रॉफिट के लिए मैंने कुछ एक्ट किया है. आपने दो एक्ट किए थे, एक परचेज और दूसरा सेल, और दोनों का रिजल्ट क्या बन गया? प्रॉफिट बन गया. Then, human effort and results of such efforts are involved in a single activity, जिसको हम बोलते हैं business activity. Next is एग्जाम्पल ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शन. अगर हम देखेंगे तो परचेज है, सेल्स है, राइट? देन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ अगर इवेंट्स देखेंगे तो प्रॉफिट है, और वंडरफुल. और एक आप बताइए, ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट में एक आइटम आता है, एक या दो आइटम आते हैं. विच आर द बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल फॉर इवेंट्स? कैन एनीबडी टेल मी विच आर दे?
Closing stocks,
Fantastic,
opening
very
stock.
good. Very good, very good. Closing stock and opening stock. Can you tell me how closing stock and opening stock are events? Anybody, how, or if not you, anyone who can tell me how closing stock and opening stock are events?
They arise from the day-to-day transactions.
Yes.
Day-to-day sale of goods.
No, event, now if you want to call something as event, it should be the result. You tell me how closing stock is the result. It's a very easy example which you can quote Vinayak. Aramagi you quote madbodu. For example, you 10 calculators kharidi madiri, right?
Yes, sir.
And adra 8 mariri.
Sorry.
Iವೇನು ಎರಡು ಏನಾಯ್ತು? These are the transactions. What is the result? 2 are left out. That's how it becomes event.
Yes.
Okay. Now, who will give this? Let me check. Can somebody give me one statement or one line which acts as transaction as well as event? एक ऐसा बिजनेस एक्टिविटी जो ट्रांजैक्शन भी हो as well as event भी हो. तो आप बता सकते हैं.
Audit fees.
What?
Audit fees, sir.
No.
Sir, when we purchase any fixed assets like machinery on the last day of the accounting, it also adds to the stock, and it is a transaction as you purchase it.
No, you are right with your the line or the activity, but your explanation is wrong because machinery cannot be added to the stock because stock is of materials, raw materials and all, not of assets. Now, when you purchase an asset, remember an asset on the last day, okay, number one, it is transaction. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And that will be the closing balance of the asset which need to be carried forward to the next year, and even it becomes event. You are able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, whenever you buy an asset on the last day, or whenever you buy goods on the last day, they become transaction as well as event because they become closing stock as well as it becomes closing asset. Okay, so all the closing balances of assets and liabilities are the events. You just remember this. Next, after this, next we will go to how many types of transactions are there?
Two.
Cash and credit.
But here they have classified first it as financial and non-financial. Okay, so first, let's discuss financial transaction. Which are financial transactions? Anyone? Which involves money. That is called as, they are called as financial transactions. Compulsory क्या होना जरूरी है? Money. When the business transaction involves transfer of money or money's worth, then it is called financial transaction. And what you need to remember is the financial transaction is again divided into two parts, that is cash and credit. remember, it has money, whether it is received or not, it is immaterial, then it is a financial transaction. If the money is immediately received, it becomes a cash transaction, otherwise it will be credit transaction. Okay, that. And non-financial transaction which does not involve transfer of money or money like you can call it as implemented non-financial transactions. There are few things that it is to be noted that if the financial transaction involves money or money's worth, then it is considered as cash transaction, and cash transaction does not mean that cash must be involved. Next is, if the transaction is you may, when I read this line, definitely something knocks to your mind. When I say that cash transaction does not mean that cash must be involved. Do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is yes? Do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
No, what I'm saying, cash transaction does not mean that cash must be involved.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You agree with this? Now you tell me why you
Yes,
agree with this.
Sir, matching
Shubham.
concept.
What matching concept? Here, it's
Sir,
a very simple sentence. Now, I am calling a cash transaction, it as cash transaction. I am saying that cash, there is not necessary that cash should be involved.
Sir.
बताइए.
Sir, sale of goods at credit.
You know many things already. I'm trying to explain you by asking questions. Okay. This concept you are not knowing. That's why I'm asking.
Sale of goods at credit, sir.
Then when it is credit, it becomes a credit transaction. How can you call that as cash transaction?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, issue of share for purchase consideration.
What?
Issue of shares for purchase consideration.
What purchase consideration? Your sentence is not proper. Okay. Now I will tell you. Now, if I purchase, try to understand. If I purchase an asset in exchange of another asset, assume that I had a I had a mixer grinder which is obsolete. It can be estimated. Its estimated value is around 1,000 rupees. Assume, okay, and that 1,000 rupees mixer grinder is exchanged with the shop. Exchanged with the pressure cooker of ₹1,000. याद रखिए, मतलब मैं आपको ये समझाना चाहता हूँ कि मेरे पास एक पुराना मिक्सर ग्राइंडर है जिसका वैल्यू 1,000 रुपीस है और मैं उसको एक्सचेंज करता हूँ एक नया प्रेशर कुकर जिसका वैल्यू है 1,000 रुपीस. ओके, तो इस केस में क्या होता है, कैश कहीं भी इन्वॉल्व नहीं है, बट स्टिल इट इज कंसिडर्ड एज कैश transaction. The reason for this is the payment has been already settled, not necessarily in the form of cash. Sometime an asset can be exchanged for asset. Sometime bills of exchange is used to settle the transaction. So in such cases, even they also considered as cash transaction. And one more example I will tell you. For example, Shubham, if I have to pay, if you have to pay me 1,000 rupees, आपको मुझे कितना पे करना है 1,000 rupees, एंड मैं आपके दुकान में आके 1,000 rupees का कुछ सामान खरीदता हूँ और मैं आपको बोल देता हूँ कि वो जो मुझे आप 1,000 पे करने वाले थे ना उसके साथ ही आप सेटल कर दो. याद रखिए, मैं आपको क्या बोल रहा हूँ. फर्स्ट, what I said to you is you are owing 1,000 rupees to me. That means आप मुझे कितना पे करने वाले हो? 1,000 rupees. And मैं आपके दुकान में आकर कितने पैसे का सामान खरीदता हूँ? 1,000 rupees. And मैं आपको बोल देता हूँ आप दोनों को सेटल कर दो. Whether is there any cash outflow from my pocket? But still, if it is not there, but the payment has been immediately settled. In that case, even the settlement what we made also amounts to cash transaction.
Yes, sir.
Hope you have understood.
Yes, sir.
All of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a wonderful statement. A question can also be asked on this. That is, cash transaction does not necessarily involves cash outflow or cash inflow. Compulsory होना ऐसा immediate होना जरूरी नहीं है. Next. Accounting process. आपको मालूम है अकाउंटिंग प्रोसेस कहाँ से चालू होता है?
Identifying.
से बट आपका मॉड्यूल जो है मॉड्यूल आपका प्रोसेस स्टार्ट करता है रिकॉर्डिंग से. ओके. Just now, who answered to the question? Can you tell me your name?
Soundarya.
Soundarya. Okay. Now, can you tell me, recording can be done in how many ways? Is there only one way to record, or is there any other way to record? कितने तरीके से हम रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हैं ट्रांजैक्शंस को? Anyone?
In a written form?
Oh, it's not written or Shubham. In accounting, transaction can be recorded in how many ways?
Journal entries.
Two ways.
Two ways.
Journal entries and subsidiary books.
Very good. Either you can go through journal and or you can go through subsidiary books. Right? Vinayak, the decision of going with journal or subsidiary books depends on what?
The size of the business.
It's not size, it's the volume of the transactions.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The volume of, or you can call size, but usually size and volume goes together. But let us be specific and we will call it as volume of transaction. If the volume of transactions are more, right? If the volume of transactions are more, then it is better to go by subsidiary books. And if the volume of transactions is less, it is by journal. Okay. Now, what you need to remember about recording is, just a minute. Yes, all the business transactions which are of financial nature, that is expressed in terms of money, are recorded in the books of accounts. Right? Purpose. A businessman cannot keep in his this. If you remember, I used to explain this. Why we record basically it in the books of accounts is because we cannot remember everything. Every day there will be n number of transactions which will be taking in our business, happening in our business. So remembering everything becomes very difficult. So for that reason, we started with the habit of writing down the transactions. So businessman cannot keep in his memory all the business activities carried out by him. Hence, there is a need for keeping the track of such activities in a separate record. Okay. So now, basis of recording. All transaction must be evidenced by a supported document. Which concept supports this? Anyone?
Objective.
Very good. Objective evidence concept, which says that all transaction must be evidenced by supporting documents like sales invoice, purchase bills, receipts, payslip, etc. These are called as vouchers. See here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next is relevant account book. The book in which the primary entry is made is called as journal, which is further subdivided into several subsidiary books. Okay. For sales, purchases, cash and bank, etc. according to the nature and size of the business. Next comes is just a minute. It is to be noted that accounts is concerned with only financial transaction. Accounting will not record non-financial transaction in its books. हम तो ये पहले ही सीख चुके हैं money measurement concept में. Only the transactions which can be expressed in terms of money will be recorded in the books of accounts, and the transactions which are not in monetary character will not be recorded in the books of accounts. Right? Example, salary paid to the manager will be recorded, but whereas good health of the manager, right, marriages of the employees will not be recorded in the books of accounts. Next is classifying. The meeting may stop in between due to the time problem. So if it stops, then you think that the class has been closed and will continue tomorrow. Okay. Now last point of the today is classifying. Classifying involves grouping of transactions of a similar nature at one place such that the information will be compressed and presented in a usable form. Can somebody give me an example how we classify? Right? This आपको justify किससे करना है मैं आपको बताता हूँ. Classifying involves grouping of transaction of a similar nature at one place. ये आपको बताना है. Then such that the information will be compressed and presented in a usable form. आप बताएंगे how it will be done, how it is done. बता सकते हैं?
Sir, credit transactions at one place, cash transactions at one place.
Joshi, you have practice of classifying in ledger and this answer is not expected. ऐसा आंसर नहीं बोल सकते आप. Or you are not able to understand the question. दोनों में से एक हो सकता है. आप लेडजर कलर करते हो ना, आपको याद है?
Yes, sir.
आप सोचिए लेडजर में आप क्या करते हो?
जर्नल पे सेपरेट अकाउंट ट्रांजैक्शन रिलेटेड लेटर में डाल देते.
ओके, अनुराग मैं आपको सिंपल में मतलब शायद आपको मालूम है, आप बता नहीं पा रहे हो. ऐसे हो जोशी, द सेम प्रॉब्लम इज विथ यू.